Sometimes this game can be really beautiful. I mean, just look at that view. All the balloons floating in the sky, and then the city skyline. But this video isn't a cinematic, it's another mod spotlight. What's going on, guys? It's your boy from the AsilksWorld. And first of all, I'd like to say I'm not dead. I'm alive and I'm well. And yeah, I'm just not making videos because I'll give you a reason later. But today we're gonna be doing a mod spotlight, and it's on Project Orion yet again. Now, why am I doing another video on this mod? Because the last video I put up had some misinformation that kind of confused people, and it got a lot of controversy going. Just to say that, to say the least. But this video is going to be here to clarify a lot of things. Hopefully, people will know how to use it correctly now, and stuff like that. So let's just jump right into it because there's a lot to talk about. So if you haven't seen this mod yet, basically what it allows you to do is draw outside the city borders and actually build upon it. As you can see, I have some buildings lined up over here. I also have a solar panel thing and utilities, stuff like that. So that's basically what it does. Now, in order to get the mod working, there's like a bunch of mods you have to download. I don't know why they don't like put it all into one mod pack. That saves a lot of work, because the way they have it right now, they just have links to different mod pages, and it's really annoying. It took me a while to set it up, but hopefully they'll add like a big mod pack in the future that includes all the mods. So here, alright, so this, if you can see this square here, this is the default size of a regular map. This is a vanilla size of a tile, a city's tile. Now, what I've been doing, I drew a little grid here. Alright, so once you start out a world and you look on your compass, you see I have my compass right there. It says north. So this mod allows you to draw north, east, and northeast. So what I went ahead and done is I drew it out roughly the size of what you can be building on. So here's north, northeast, and east. Self-explanatory, right? Okay, so how do you actually build outside the city borders? Now, one of the mods included is Project Akar, and it also includes a bunch of regional streets. And if you go over to your regional streets, then you can see there's regional streets. Nothing much to say about that, but just take one and draw. That's basically it. Just draw and draw and draw roads and draw roads. Now, another mod that comes with this is called an RCI plot mod. And so people wonder about zoning outside the city border, and to me, to be honest, first of all, I can't get zoning to work. But what I can say is that there's no need for zoning. And the reason I say that is because with RCI plop, all you have to do is plop down, skyscrapers. You don't have to wait for anything. You don't have to, go through the hassle of zoning outside the box. It just plays down. So, in essence, you really don't need zoning. So as you can see, I'm just plopping down some buildings, and as they go along like that. There we go. So there we go. I got some buildings up. They're gonna be constructing, and that's that. Now, a lot of people had some questions on land value and water and pollution and stuff like that. Now, okay. So first of all, I would want to say for land value, as you can see, the land value map is a bit skewed, and that's because it takes the whole region and it condenses it into the city tile. So let's see here. Let's say we put a park somewhere. We're gonna put a plaza on the corner right here. Look really carefully at this city tile, at this map right here. As you can see, it's increasing in land value, but it shows up here. But that doesn't mean the effect doesn't apply. The land value here is still high. The map just doesn't show it. So with your parks and stuff, you just have to put it generally in the location where you want your high wealth buildings or medium wealth buildings to be, and that should be good. So the map really, it's just like a little guide, but it's not really accurate. So if you want to, it is accurate, I mean, but it's just scaled to this city tile, but it's working just fine. However, with water, I think this applies to water, sewage, iron, or ores and coal and stuff like that. The map here is it's kind of the same thing. So the map is like that, but as you can see, if you put a water pumping station here where it's all blue, it doesn't appear full. But if you were to put it over here where this shows the blue in scale, it's full. So that's kind of just a little tip, you know, just to clear things up with the maps. What is it? All the land value, all the ores, they've been scaled up, but the map just shows differently. So don't worry about that, and I think that's all to it. Alright, second thing I want to talk about is borders. So if you go over to your gameplay and you enable city borders, as you can see, this border doesn't really match up with this. Now I'll show you why. This border isn't really accurate, so don't use this as a guide. My recommendation is just to turn it off when you play, because it really gets in the way, and for me, it had me falsely believing that you're allowed to place things here, but in reality, it's not that way at all. As you can see, I have a bus terminal, and I can't really put it there at all. So play with borders off. Remember, if you want to build, then remember it's north, and then northeast, and east. Relatively the same size of the original city tile, and like that. So anyway, I think that's all for the misconceptions. Now I'm going to show you how to actually set up a city, which I didn't do in my last spotlight. So here we go. So if you installed the mod correctly, meaning you dragged all the files into the SimCity beta folder, and it's all good and working order, to make a new city, basically you have to start a new city, claim a new city tile, then you're going to load it, then you're going to save it, and then you're going to quit the game. Once you quit the game, you're going to reload the game again, and then you're going to load up the city, and everything should be working in order. I'm not quite sure if it's going to work on existing cities. I haven't tested it out myself, so if anyone could give me some insight on it, please do. So with that, I'm going to conclude it up because there's nothing more to cover. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, then leave a like. If you didn't, then still leave a like. And as always, have a nice day.